Welcome back. I am joined in the studio by world-renowned brain hacker and mentalist Keith Barry. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Very good. Now, you are here to promote your New Zealand tour for August. It's going to be in Wellington and Auckland. So cool to have you here first and foremost today. But I want to know, how does one fall into the job description of brain hacker and mentalist? Like, how old were you when you found out this is what you do?
Well, I started off as a magician when I was 5 or 6 from a magic set at Christmas, believe it or not. And I continued that throughout my teenage years, but it was really when I was in college. I was studying chemistry in college, and my parents always said magic is great as a hobby was the tagline. So they kind of encouraged me to go to college, shall we say. So when I was in college, my girlfriend at the time, who's my wife now, she was studying psychology. So I started reading her psychology books, and it fascinated me a lot. So basically, I kind of went from there. I learned hypnosis, and by putting all of those different areas together, you can make it look like you're reading people's minds. But rather than that, I prefer to refer to myself as a brain hacker, because I consider our minds exactly like computers, where we've got obviously hard drives exactly like computers. We store the same kind of information. Sometimes you can have a virus in your brain, like a computer has a virus.
I call them brain farts.
Yeah, brain farts. Yeah, we all have a lot of them. And then, you know, with computers, there's passwords that you have to get past and hack through to get into the computers. And it's the same with our brains. Some people are easier to hack than others, and so on and so forth. You know,
it's like you're self-taught for this.
Yeah, I am, absolutely. You know, as I said, I started off as a magician, but other than that, you know, I don't have any mentors. I've never done any official qualifications, but yet, yeah, I can hypnotize people to get over fears, phobias, and then obviously for entertainment purposes as well, you know.
Hey, you might not have done a 3-year degree at uni, but it's gotten you around the world. Now, we've actually prepared a clip of some brain hacking hypnosis that you actually performed on the streets.
Great.
And it's pretty scary to me, actually. Check it out.
I'm about to put this theory to the test on total strangers, using mentalism techniques I've acquired over 20 years of study. What you're about to see may seem improbable, but remember, the subjects are not actors. This is the power of hypnosis.
Excuse me, you got the time, please?
I don't have a watch, I'm sorry.
You have a watch?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's okay, I've got a watch here. You can see it's 20 to 1. And the watch I'm wearing is very different from the ring you're watching. Now,
I can hypnotize people quickly by using a 3-step process called instant induction hypnosis. First, establish contact.
Excuse me, you got the time, please?
I don't have a watch, I'm sorry.
Watch?
Engage. Don't be threatening, but be in command.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's okay, I've got a watch here. You can see it's 20 to 1.
Next, redirect focus. Here, I grab his wrist. Third, establish confusion.
And the watch I'm wearing is very different from the ring you're watching.
While he tries to figure out the meaning, I'm able to put him into a hypnotic state. I can't reveal all my methods, but this is covert hypnosis in action.
So how long exactly was that man standing on the street just staring at what I guess was his watch?
Yeah, he was there for, I think it was just about 30 or 40 seconds in total, and I basically froze him in time.
Yeah.
And it's called a pattern interrupt. So every day, we're all pattern followers and pattern seekers. That's what we do as human beings. And if you're somebody like me, if you learn how to interrupt that pattern, you can bypass the conscious brain and go directly into the subconscious mind. So that's what I did with him. I just froze him in time, I pickpocketed him, took some objects, and of course I gave them back before he came to. And then I hit a sound horn, and then he came to, and he was kind of a bit bemused by it all. But what's interesting is it isn't 100%. So unfortunately for me, Discovery didn't show some of the times that it didn't work. And I would have liked them to show, you know, I think now I probably have a 90–95% success rate, but I do fail 5 or 6% of the time.
I guess it'd be less pressure on you as well if they did show the times that it didn't work. But have you thought you could do like a parenting self-help book? Because if you could interrupt the patterns of the kids just to stop them doing something dangerous?
Well, kids don't have any kind of attention span at all. I've got 2 of them. So if I could interrupt their patterns and got some sleep myself, you know, it would be good. But, you know, it's more important to realise that actually, even in modern day society, there are hypnotists groups of them going around robbing people and robbing banks using hypnosis. It's been going on for decades.
That's news to me.
But you can check it out online. Check it out on YouTube.
Let's do it.
There are criminals out there using hypnosis
Wow.
to steal from people, and that's why I did that program, to prove that it could be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to research it online, you can research it online. The criminals are actually using these techniques.
And you can go and watch Keith Barry do this in Auckland and Wellington. Just go to keithbarry.com for all of the details. They are August shows. But can you do something on me?
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll get the boss in afterwards.
Yes,
How about
I
that?
think, because the boss has been mean to me lately.
Oh, really?
He's working
Really?
me hard, eh? It's
Okay, I'll
really tough.
hypnotise him to give you a rise later. How about that?
Yes, that would be good.
So a lot of people ask me how I do what I do, okay? And when I started off doing this stuff, I started trying to figure out simple shapes, numbers and colours that people were thinking of, and then progressed on from there. So have you ever tried to hack into somebody's brain before?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay, well, I'm going to draw something in a moment, and you're going to try and guess what it is that I've drawn.
Okay, let's give it a whirl.
But I'm going to tell you how to do it.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And of course, I'll give you some clues along the way, okay, just to make it a little bit simpler for you. Now, let's see. I'm going to keep it simple. So I'm going to draw a simple geometric shape, like a square, but obviously not a square because I've said that. So I'm going to draw a simple geometric shape, and outside that simple geometric shape, I'm going to draw another one. So one shape outside of another, okay?
Yeah.
So two shapes. Now, I'm going to mentally project these to you, okay? And here's how I'm doing this. In my mind, I'm redrawing them again in my mind, okay?
Right.
One shape outside of another. Okay, go for it. What do you think it is that I've drawn?
Square and a circle?
Close, you got 50%. It was a triangle and a
I was
circle.
going to say that. Oh,
You
no.
changed your mind?
I changed my mind.
You see, so it's
Damn it.
difficult. But
Yeah.
when you start off like that, you'll get 50-50 and so
Yeah.
on and so forth. And people at home, you should try that. You know, get people to think of simple names, simple numbers, simple
Yeah.
shapes and things, and try and guess it. But what you're looking for, and what I was trying to get you to look for, is pupil dilation, micro-expressions on the face, and so on and so forth. So let's try it with you.
All right.
So we'll reverse the roles now, because it's obviously my job to do this stuff.
Yeah.
So I want you to look at me. However, we'll do this a little bit differently. I'm going to get you to stare at a little light in a second. It's like a little doctor's light.
Oh, no, this is going to be great. I'm going to be seeing stars.
Yeah, you might be, actually. So I want you, first of all, to think of something that you've never drawn, okay? You've got something in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I want you to stare at this light. Stare at the light for 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Good. And close your eyes. Close your eyes. Can you see the after image of that light in your mind's eye? Like a little green dot? Good. And in your mind, whatever it is that you're thinking of that you've never drawn, start drawing it in your mind now. Okay, I'm going to touch you very lightly just on your eyelids. Just very lightly. Good. Did you start with a straight line down there which turned into a curve? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, keep going. Keep doing this in your mind. Straight line down and into a curve, and then back around into a straight line. Does this make sense to you?
It kind of does, yeah.
Okay, and then it kind of gets a little bit down. Are you going down into a kind of a little point at one end? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And you're doing this exactly as I'm saying, in your mind's eye now, yes?
Am I drawing it with my eyeballs? Can you see?
You are actually, but I hope they have a good close-up of you. Let's do this, this, and this, and I'm going to do that, and that, and that. Okay, good, and
Oh, this is exciting. My palms are sweaty.
good. Okay, good. I like it when a girl's palms sweat. I'm not too sure what this is that I've drawn, by the way. I'll get you to open your eyes in just a second.
Oh, I opened them.
Oh,
I'm
you did
sorry.
open them? Okay, close them again. And did you put something else on top of this? Are you putting something else on top of this? No? Okay.
Almost.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to... I'm terrible at art, by the way. I'm going to write down what I think it is, but I'm not sure what it is, by the way. Okay, I'm committed to open your eyes. Okay, and that felt kind of strange, right? But you did start going down and around like this,
Yeah.
and then you changed. So, did you draw a car?
No.
Sorry?
No.
It wasn't a car.
No.
It
Did you
wasn't
really
a car.
think I drew a car? I've drawn a car before.
Oh, no. Well, what was it that you drew?
I drew a surfboard.
I was only winding you up.
Oh
There it
my
is
gosh,
there.
stop it! I don't usually beat guests up with pillows, but no, that is really weird. How do you... What? Nice, what do you call that, decorating on the board
Yeah, I'm
there.
terrible at that.
Whoa.
That's obviously to represent water, but there it is, a
How
surfboard.
do you do that?
And most people at home, by the way, if you ask a friend,
Yeah.
you should try this. Ask
Yeah.
a friend, let's say it's a man, ask a man in his mind to draw something. Most men will draw either a house or a car, and you've got a
Yeah.
60% hit rate. So you should just try it and freak out your friends. Most women will draw a love heart or a flower.
Yeah.
And that's just the way our brains work. And that's why I asked you to think of something that you had never drawn before.
Yeah.
And that makes it obviously infinitely more difficult for me. But how did I do it? Basically, you told me what that drawing was without actually speaking.
That is incredible. I'm going to find out more about how this was possible. But firstly, we're going to get my boss in because I want to brain hack him. That's very, very vital. But you actually worked with Nicole Scherzinger and brain hacked her, didn't you? Or hypnotised her?
Yeah, I had great fun with Nicole. You know, I basically, through her manager, booked her to be literally just on the top of a mountain early in the morning in Los Angeles. She had no idea what was about to take place.
Yeah.
And I think you have a clip of it here, do you?
No. We're actually going to throw to her video right now, and then we're going to be back with my boss. Here's Don't Hold Your Breath.